This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. Between two-factor authentication, strong passwords, and a VPN, you try to be in control of how your info is protected. But many other places also have it, and they might not be as careful. That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity is stolen, they'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast for 40% off. Terms apply. This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary, not available in all states or situations.
Is Zoe's Daily 30 supplement possibly the most scientific way to support your gut? Well, we think so. And let's be honest, in midlife, we need to be thinking about our gut health.
With Daily 30, Zoe have created a whole food gut supplement featuring over 30 hand-picked plants high in fibre that easily fits in with your day. You can add it straight to the meals and snacks you love, no steps required. Handy when you are already juggling brain fog and a million other things.
Daily 30 isn't a synthetic green powder or probiotic. Nope, it's far better because it has whole ingredients and is packed with fibre and is good for gut health and digestion. And by the way, whenever we talk about what Daily 30 can do, UK laws require us to say that it's a natural source of calcium, which supports digestion, and copper, which supports daily energy.
Eating 30 plants a week is the more up-to-date advice than eating 5 fruit and veg a day. Diversity is king, and when you grind plants to powders, it destroys their food matrix. But Daily 30 is a whole food gut supplement.
Lastly, and in our opinion, most importantly, it actually tastes great, unlike most supplements. And we use it to top it off our lunches. We put it on salad, scrambled eggs, on a bowl of yogurt and berries.
And my favourite thing is to sprinkle it on poached eggs and avocado toast.
Basically, we're obsessed with it and we use it on everything that we can.
Ready to make Daily 30 your new healthy habit? Well, head over to zoe.com/daily30 to start this week.
All 40ish listeners will get 10% off, plus you'll get a free Zoe tin and magnetic scoop with your order.
Go to zoe.com/daily30 and use promo code 40ish10.
That's zoe.com/daily30 and use promo code 40ish10.
This episode is sponsored by Zoe.
Hello everybody, welcome to 40ish Unfiltered. I'm Nicole Goodman.
And I'm Laura Mishkon. This is the Sidekick Show, where we dish the feedback from 40ish. Every Tuesday we dive into your comments, your emails, your DMs and all the social media buzz about the latest 40ish dilemmas. And if you want more 40ish in your life, and of course you do, because everyone does, then hit follow. And don't forget that we have got an exclusive subscription on Apple Podcasts where you can get early access and ad-free shows across 40ish and Self-Care Club. Wow. Lucky you.
Wow.
Go for it.
What's going on? What's your midlife moan of the week?
I don't have any moans. I'm just so happy in my puppy bubble. I have no, I'm happy every day. Ollie keeps saying to me, "You're so happy." He says it with a slight, like, he loves it. He's like, "You're so happy," and it's wonderful. But you're really happy. You're really happy, aren't you? I'm like, I'm so happy. I think what he's saying is like, you have no time for anyone else in this household anymore. Do you know I exist? And he's like, I know you love the puppy more than me. I'm like, well, temporarily maybe.
It's very easy to love puppies.
More than husbands.
More than anything.
I know.
More than anything. I tell Miley that every day. I whisper sweet nothings into her ear.
I mean, I do too. I literally was rocking her like a baby this morning, whispering at her, "You're the most beautiful girl. I love you so much." And I could see Ollie looking at me like, this is lovely, but also, hello. So last night, once she was asleep, I offered to watch a film with him and sit with him and spend time with him. And, remember to be a wife.
What film did you watch?
We actually watched Conclave.
Oh, is it good?
More enjoyable than I thought, but I did fall asleep because I've been up in the night. So I still don't know who is made Pope. And it was my first thought this morning. Who was made Pope? So we're going to have to finish it tonight.
I haven't heard of it. Don't know anything about it.
It was nominated for all the Oscars. It's Stanley Tucci.
Oh, you love Stanley Tucci.
I love a bit of the Tooch. Although he's not that sexy in a cassock. You know what I mean? It's not a look for me.
He's not sexy.
Oh, no, he is. It is a vibe. When he's in like a really nicely pressed shirt and he's in Italy.
I like Stanley Tucci.
And he's talking about cocktails and pasta and cooking. And he's like, he's so sophisticated and elegant.
Stanley Tucci over John Hamm?
No.
Okay. Just checking.
No.
Yeah.
But I would.
Well, you would to have dinner with.
I would love an elegant evening, maybe in a restaurant in Paris or Milan.
Anyway,
yeah.
So you don't have a midlife
No,
day.
I am so happy.
But that's not how
week.
this show works.
I'm sorry. I can't add to the midlife chaos because I'm just loving everything this week. I'm full of love and joy. I've got so much of it to share.
That is lovely. I am the absolute opposite.
I know. You are a grumpy Glenda this week.
I really am. I really am. I really am.
I'm sorry. I wish I could fix it for you.
Thanks. Then I said to my daughter last night, we went out for dinner, and I said to her, she hadn't spoken, this is my younger daughter, she hadn't spoken to me all day, and she didn't want to speak to me all day. And then I said to her at the dinner, I was asking her questions, and what did we think of this, and what about this, and what about that? And she was just like giving me the glare, like just the 14-year-old stare of just stop talking to me.
Yeah,
and I said, but she wasn't saying anything. I said,
like go into a hole and die. I hate you. You're so embarrassing with a look.
It's the sneering.
Yeah.
She has perfected the sneering. Anyway, she says to me, I said, you know, I am really trying here. And she looks at me and she goes, Mum, please stop trying.
You know, like on 40ish on Thursday, you were saying how you were very, very boring. You were so boring. Oh my God.
I am so boring. Even my 14-year-old thinks I'm boring.
Okay,
well, she's meant to think I'm boring.
Philip asked a question to us.
Who's Philip?
He's a man on TikTok or Instagram. So, you know, when we had
allegedly.
Well, he looks like a man. He presents like a man. He says he's a man. So I'm assuming he's a man. Remember when we had the question the other week about the over-familiar friend who came over, ate the whole punnet of raspberries and like was just asking for toilet rolls and like asking her friend to buy garden furniture. So Philip said, as a strictly platonic lunch date, who do you think would be more fun between you two lovelies? He's asking us. I think he's asking one of us on a lunch date. And then I was thinking, well, you said publicly you're so boring. So does that mean the answer is me? Or do you think you've still got it in you to be a fun lunch date for Philip or indeed anyone?
How many times have you been to lunch with me?
More than I could count on 2 hands. 5 hands. Many hands.
But more than you can count.
Not more than I can count, because I can count a lot.
You've been to lunch with me many, many times.
Many.
Would you say I was a boring lunch date?
No, I certainly wouldn't. Would you say you're a boring lunch date? That's more the point. You're self-identifying as boring.
Yeah, that's a good point.
No one's accusing you.
I would say, no, you're right.
Yeah.
I like the line of questioning, sort of. It's a bit jarring, but I'm going to go with it.
Yeah.
I would say that being in hairdressing for 30 years, you get very used to kind of slapping on your hairdressing smile. And being like
Michael Barrymore, as we've talked before
sociable,
on the show.
Fun Bobby, whatever it is.
Yeah, the Ant and Dec of lunch.
So I could definitely go on a lunch date and I would be perfectly entertaining. I mean, maybe not today.
Yeah,
I don't think I could pull it today.
Not today. And also, I think if I went on a lunch date with
You'd
Philip
have to take the puppy.
Well, all I would do was show him photos of the puppy.
And that's boring.
He'd be like, oh,
sorry.
my God.
I mean, she is a beauty.
Yeah.
But that would be boring on a lunch date.
Well, I actually replied to Philip. And I said to Philip, well, we come as a package deal. So if you want to have lunch, you have lunch with both of us. And also, we're much more fun together than we are apart. So you'd have a much better lunch with both of us than you would individually.
That's very sweet.
But
what did Philip say? Did he
ghost
ghost you? He's like, all right, it was only rhetorical. Like, back off, woman.
I was like, basically, Philip, it's a buy one, get one free situation. So I don't know. Let's see. if he offers to take us for lunch.
Oh, so he hasn't actually replied.
Well, it was only recently. It was only this morning.
Oh.
So, give him a chance.
Okay.
You down for a platonic lunch with Philip?
Not really. I've got to be honest. What, some stranger on TikTok? I'm going to go with no. And then I'm going to go home and say to Adam, oh, funny story. Someone asked us for lunch, some strange man that we've never met called Philip. And he'll be like, is that my dad? Because that's his dad's name. I'll be like, no, he's not asked us for lunch. He's not a strange man. But some strange stranger has asked us to go to lunch.
To clarify, he hasn't actually asked us for lunch. He just asked, as a strictly platonic lunch date, who do you think would be more fun? He hasn't actually offered the lunch date. I've just made that up. I'm just assuming. I think he just wants to know who's more fun. That's his question.
But the thing is, he should make up his own mind.
I agree. Good point.
Like, you know what, Philip?
Yeah, Philip, you decide.
I've got a lot to do, okay? I've got 2 teenagers, I've got a dog, I've got a very busy household, it's half term. Like, there is a lot going on. I have a busy life. I'm out all week. Like, I don't have time to be figuring out for you who you would prefer to go on a platonic lunch date with. I just haven't. That feels like too much.
Okay, I think, Philip, right now it'll be me with the dog photos.
How is Ollie going to feel about you going on this lunch date with Philip?
Just to clarify again, he hasn't actually asked us for lunch. He just wants to know who would be more fun if we went out for lunch.
Who cares? You know what? Today it's you.
It's not me, because I only want to be at home with the puppy. So I don't want to go out for lunch with anyone. I just want to do my work, go straight home to the baby.
And all I want to do is nap.
Okay.
In my own stupor. So you know what, Philip? Philip, I'm really sorry, but we are standing you up. You know what, Philip?
Philip, have lunch with your own wife.
Okay. Are we married?
He is married.
How do you know?
Because he's told us before. He's very happily married. He's told us.
Who is he? I don't understand. Like, suddenly you've got some weird relationship with Philip. Who is he?
Relationship with Philip. He just often replies to our TikToks. That's all. And he has said, I'm very happily married. But
then why is he asking us for a lunch date?
He's not.
He is.
I don't even know if he lives in this country. So lunch might not even be on the table.
He might be some really weird catfish guy.
He's not. He looks really normal.
But he could be using like a stock image. You don't know.
He hasn't actually asked us out for lunch, so you don't have to worry about it. It's going to be fine, okay?
And he won't be asking us again.
No, he certainly
sure.
won't.
I wonder if he listens to the show.
I don't know. I'll tell you who the listeners do want to come back on the show and who they do want to hear again.
Jackie.
Do
they?
Yeah.
What did they say about Jackie?
Christine said, more Jackie, please.
I agree.
@Fab said, hello, Jackie. Chris said, Jackie was a baddie 50 years ago.
50 is a bit
Well, yeah, she was 20.
mean.
She was 22. She probably was a baddie.
But I reckon, excuse me, she's still a baddie.
Yeah, she's still a baddie at 72.
Who said that?
Yeah.
Who said that?
Chris. Oh my God. Sorry, Chris.
Tell you what, she's still a baddie. How very dare you? 50 years ago?
Yeah.
Like, come on. You don't just have to be in your 20s to be a baddie.
I think he's in his 20s.
Well, let me tell you something, Chris. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Right? Life does carry on after 22, doesn't it?
Yeah, apparently it does.
Listen.
Yeah.
On today, it's not the best example of life carrying on.
It is, because you can afford puppies, so it's fucking great.
Yeah, you can afford puppies.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. No Limit said, love her, love Jackie.
We love Jackie.
CEO of Winging It, great name, says, wow, copy and paste plus blonde. As in, me and my mum look exactly the same, except she's the blonde version. Yes.
Yes,
correct.
They are exactly the same. And also
Correct.
talking to her is like talking to Lauren.
Yeah.
Although your mum talks a lot more than you do.
Really?
And you talk a lot.
Yeah.
She's very chatty, your mum.
She
In a
is.
really good way.
Both my parents are very chatty.
They are.
They are chatty McChat pants.
Like she chatted all the way down to the studio, didn't she? And chatted all the way back.
She loves a chat.
Yeah.
My dad also loves a chat.
Yeah.
How did they ever have time to make children? They're so busy chatting all the time.
Well, they did.
They did. Raylan said, we all need her regime. She looks 50. All the love for Jackie.
All the love for Jackie.
Nice.
She was great.
She loved coming on this show.
Did she?
She keeps saying, by the way, if you ever want me to come on again, I was like, it's fine, Mum. No, I really enjoyed myself. I was like, I know. She went, if you're ever looking for guests again, I'll come on again. I was like, okay, Mum. We've lost some lighting in here. What do you think is going on?
Don't know.
It's an electrical breakdown.
Everything all right, James?
The
lights just went off.
Behind us. The strip lights. Is that what they're called?
Also, the lights in the kitchen aren't working either. I don't know if it's on the same fuse box, but just FYI.
Oh.
James.
Ooh!
I pissed James off, didn't I?
You did. You upset,
last week. Because he bought us a gift.
Him.
And I wasn't grateful for it.
Well, He's coming in. I brought in our old shitty self-care club mugs because I was fed up drinking from the football podcast mugs while we record our show. I was fed up with it. So I brought in our shitty old mugs with our old logo on from Self-Care Club that had been too much dishwashed to death. And James was like, what the fuck are those? See, I didn't do the voice, James.
You did.
I did a normal voice.
You did at the end.
So, these are the ones for you to take home.
Oh my God. I love him.
It's all right.
I love him. I was
let me tell you something. That was a very clever power move.
It was. Well done.
What was
that?
It was beautiful. Thank you.
Beautiful timing.
Oh, that is so sweet. Anyway, so James was like, what the fuck are these? I said, there are mugs. And then he sent us a photo that he'd made us new mugs. Oh, they're so nice.
They are lovely, aren't they?
They're with our new logo. They're so nice.
Of our other show. So I said 40. I said cute, 40-ish ? And he got annoyed.
And I said, love you, James.
He actually used some profanities at me this morning as I walked in, didn't he?
I think he was hurt.
Oh, were you hurt, James? I'm sorry. Do you need a hug?
I think his feelings
Do you
were
need a
hurt.
cuddle?
Oh, James! Give him a cuddle.
When I tell you I was considering genuinely making a video with a golf club and the big cup.
No, I love the mugs.
Mental, like, you know that. It's not a surprise.
Oh,
Listen,
James.
you and me together is a bad mix.
I've got cuddles enough for both of you today. I have. I'm giving them out for free. Nicole can't stand cuddly Lauren. It's freaking her out so much. She's like, where is that acerbic bitch that I've known for 5 years and loved
and trust?
Who is this woman? Who's offering hugs? I don't like it. I don't trust it. It's weird.
It's like you're like a character from Toy Story. That's what you're like. You're like, thanks for everybody.
Yeah.
We had a message this morning from Louise.
Yeah. What did she say?
Oh my God, she says, I just went into my local surgery, which is in the same area as Nicole, and literally had to shout, smear test 3 times, and my date of birth, which again, I don't mind my age, well, a little bit of a lie. I'm still 26 in my head. And it reminded me of your podcast, and I started laughing as it was so true to what you had both said about booking appointments. I had my diary and pen at the ready, old school, and to my surprise, they said you can come today. I mean,
wow.
She can't be in. We must be in different surgeries, that's for sure. I said, sorry, today? And they said, yes, come back today for your smear test. Your podcast got me through that moment. Thank you, Louise.
Love that, Louise.
Thank you, Louise. That's absolutely brilliant.
Brilliant.
So if it's happening to us and it's happening to Louise, it must be happening everywhere.
I guess so, yeah. Also, like, who wants it put upon them on that same day?
Well, you just want to get it done and dusted, don't you?
I mean, I know, but also, like, Want a little bit of notice.
I don't. I would like just to get it done, over, finished, 3 years. Thank you very much. We're at the end of them now, aren't we?
I know.
How many have we got left?
4.
4 more. 4 more?
Yeah, only 4 more.
64.
Is that right?
Random
Maybe
age.
4 or 5 more.
Why 64?
I don't know. Maybe it's because of the Beatles song. Maybe they just chose that.
Yeah,
Plucked
yeah, maybe.
it. Maybe the NHS just plucked it out the sky. Who knows?
Why 64?
I don't know. Why not 65? It's just much more of a
Why not
rounded
60?
number. Yeah, what happens between 60 and 64? I don't know.
If anyone knows the answer to that, please message in.
Yeah.
Right. Have we got a listener meltdown?
Yeah, we have. Hi, ladies. Here is a little moan. Am I being unreasonable? She says, but this message from a mum in my child's class pissed me off so much.
Okay.
Then she sent a screenshot of this WhatsApp message and then she redacted some of the names in it, which I thought was good because I wouldn't know how to do that. Hi, everyone. This is the message that she got sent. Hi, everyone. Hope that you had a good weekend. The end of year is approaching us soon and we need to think of a year of end gift for Mrs. X, Mrs. X and Mrs. X. I've arranged the Christmas gift, so if anyone's willing to take on the end of year gift, it will be greatly appreciated. If anyone has any ideas, please mention it. There's not much time left to gather money and organise the gift. Then she goes on to say, this mum is a bit of a control freak, so that probably
It screamed of control, yep.
That probably influenced my irritation. But I feel that if you don't want to organise the gift, don't mention it. And if no one has started rallying the joint gift, either just do a personal gift yourself or take the lead and organise it. It's not her responsibility to remind or lecture other adults about something like this. We all know the end of year is approaching and that gifts need to be given. We don't need to do a joint gift, and many parents do a personal gift anyway, so just chill the fuck out and let it be. M.A. Those are her initials. I mean, she does seem very irritated by this. I wouldn't be irritated by that because I feel like it happened every year of primary school for all 3 children.
What she's saying is that she's not actually doing it because she's not offering to do the gift because she's done the Christmas gift.
Rep.
She's saying someone needs to do this. So I get why she's irritated. It's like, well, either do it or shut up. Either or.
No.
And I do prefer a joint gift because I would always forget that shit. And also, it's so easy nowadays. There's like a link and you just put money in from this link. It's just brilliant.
I had assumed, maybe wrongly, that this person sending the WhatsApp to her was the class rep. And therefore, it was their responsibility to do the gift.
She's saying she's being controlling. She's not taking it on to say, oh, I'll sort it out. You know, transfer me the money. She's saying, I'm telling you that the end of year is approaching and somebody needs to organise the end of year gift. I'm not doing it because I did the Christmas one. So chop, chop, everybody.
I think that this school needs class reps because then that's their job, is to do the presents. And I know that because I've been class rep many a time. And at some points I was class rep for 2 children at the same time.
So was I.
That's just a thankless task, isn't it? I'll tell you the worst one of all, because I was in charge of all the gifts and it was the days before you did like a nice, that linky thing. And I decided rather than do a voucher, because it felt a little anonymous, I would actually buy gifts. So I bought gifts for the teacher and for the teaching assistants. And one of the teaching assistants went to one of the mothers and said, have I done something wrong? Because I don't understand why I didn't get a voucher. Basically complained about the gift.
You know, when you said about the gift, I'm thinking, you know, that's an error. It's
What?
an error.
What about just thanks so much to all the parents for spending money and buying me a nice gift?
But also, if you get them a voucher, they can get what they want.
I really didn't like that attitude. I thought it was really ungracious.
It is ungracious. But
just
I
would
do
have been
also
like,
understand
"Thank you
why
so
they would
much."
prefer a voucher.
Well, I wouldn't. If I was a teacher, I would be so grateful that, you know, they did that at all. I think it wasn't very nice. But yeah, I get it. Okay, now you're telling me, now I understand this story more, so I understand why.
Because she's like, hello, chop, chop, anybody there? Beulah. She's a bit like that. Like, come on, someone deal with it.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
And obviously she's probably that kind of person. But she obviously gets under this woman's skin anyway. And that kind of person would get under my skin. And also, like, seriously, like, I'll either do my own thing or just leave it alone.
Do you know what I really appreciated? And it took until the third child, and, you know, many different schools. But when the third child was at primary school, the class rep was like, okay, if anyone wishes to donate for the Christmas and the end of year present, here's the bank account, put it in.
We
and
did
you were
the
like,
same.
oh my God, brilliant idea. It's just done.
Yeah.
In one go,
Yeah.
put the money in. But she's like, but by the way, if anyone wants to do their own individual presents, no pressure, like whatever you want to do. But I'm just telling you, I'm going to do one collection and I'm going to do it this week. And here's the bank account details.
I think that we did the
That's
same.
like dreamy.
Dreamy.
How sensible.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
And also, thank you so much for being the class rep and for sorting all that shit out.
I am so grateful to class reps.
Yeah.
I can't even, there aren't enough words about how grateful I am to class reps.
Yeah.
All of you class reps out there, go
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Go
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
for your
you.
service.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
for your
you
service.
for your service. In the meantime, I mean, I can't even remember what my meltdown was. Oh, about my daughter telling me to leave it.
Yeah.
Please stop trying.
I don't have a meltdown because I'm just happy. And this woman is with the class rep. So I don't mind. Anyone can
Well,
win.
you have to pick. Mrs. Lovebug, you have to pick.
You seem more annoyed than this woman. This woman seems irritated, but it's very specific. Your irritation is more of sort of a general grumble.
That's why I think she should win.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because it's very specific and I get it. And those people, they can really get under your skin and it is very, very irritating. And I just feel like she should win.
Okay, you can win. M.A.
M.A, you are the winner. Congratulations. You are our midlifer. What is it? Our midlifer.
Moaner of the week. You win a mug. No, you don't win a mug because this is mine and there's only one.
And also James
is
upset.
Is precious about the mugs. We love the mugs. Love you, James.
We love the mugs, James. We love you, James.
We love Teddy. We love everyone. Can I go home now?
Back to your puppy.
Back to my puppy and my beautiful love nest. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks. You can come with if you want.
Thanks, I might.
You can.
Thanks. We'll be back on Thursday with a brand new episode. Keep your emails coming in. hello@40ish.co.uk and we'll be back then.
Bye.